Good afternoon. Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News from Mountain Comfort Furnishings and Design.
Carl J. Eriksson, Sweden, Mechanic Infantry, World War I.
That was Sergeant Craig Johnson with Dillon Police Department, honoring the veterans interred at Dillon Cemetery, some dating back to the Civil War.
John G. Ferrero, 11th New York Infantry.
It was standing room only at the cemetery this morning on Memorial Day. In the front row, where he always is, was a local institution, Boot Gordon. He's a veteran of World War II and Korea, and now 100 years old.
They say the second 100 is a little more difficult than the first one.
Boot shared the story of a man who joined the Coast Guard and piloted troop carriers at Normandy.
Apparently there's one boy had written his mother a letter just before he'd gone in there on Normandy Beach. And he said, "I'm not afraid of dying, but I just hope people will realize the beauty of life itself."
Seated just behind Boot was John Taylor, drafted into the Army between Korea and Vietnam.
Think of those that aren't with us that gave to our country to make it what it is today, and it really sticks with me.
Summit Concert Band provided the soundtrack, as Boy Scouts with Troop 188 presented the colors and retired a flag. Local veteran Rob Mitchell explains what this day means to him.
The family, the youngsters that lost loved ones, their war will continue forever. And so we lift them up and we honor them on Memorial Day.
For a decade now, local Air Force veteran Bob Petrick has read the table honors, presiding over a white table with 6 empty chairs.
The Air Force has a similar tradition. It's called the Missing Man Ceremony, or the Missing Man Flight. And you'll see jets come over and there'll be a missing one, obviously missing, and that's for the fallen heroes. And also at the mess after combat missions, the Air Force guys that didn't return, they would tip their chair up and turn their mugs over as a remembrance for their fallen comrades.
Petrick, like his friend Mitchell, asked the crowd to remember veterans, POWs, and those missing in action, and especially their families here at home. Local fire danger, it's low today in Summit with no fire restrictions. In sports, nearly 35,000 runners competed today at the annual Boulder 10K, where BYU cross-country champ Connor Mantz won the elite men's race in 29 minutes 12 seconds. Aiden Reed won the citizens race in 30 minutes 2 seconds. Winning the women's elite race was Kenyan champion Grace Loibak-Nawawuna in 32 minutes 45 seconds. Molly Graybill won the citizens race in 33 minutes 41 seconds. Claiming the wheelchair races were women's champ Susanna Scaroni in 23 minutes 30 seconds and men's champ Howie Sandburn in 27 minutes 24 seconds. And in local sports, debuting at Frisco Peninsula in 2 weeks, Saturday, June 8th, it's the Frisco Funduro, 3 stages for kids on Frisco's gnarliest new trails. It's open to kids age 8 to 18. Sign up at townofFrisco.com. Phil Lindemann, Krystal 93 News.